Welcome back. And in our top business story, Arab finance ministers will hold an exceptional meeting in the UAE on Wednesday to discuss global economic developments and political changes across the Arab world. That's according to the Ministry of Finance. The Council of Arab Ministers of Finance, together with delegates of the Arab Monetary Fund, will come together in Abu Dhabi and will discuss reforms concerning the global economic and financial system, issues affecting the Arab world, and Abu Dhabi's initiative to restructure the region's economies and strengthen inter-Arab economic relations. Also, one of the key issues will be mechanisms to coordinate tax policies between the Arab states, which aims at strengthening regional integration. Every good imported to or exported from the UAE is insured, and now companies in Jebel Ali Free Zone have the option of a new online insurance service that was announced today. Dubai Trade, a member of the global terminal operator DP World, signed a deal with insurance company brokerage World Solutions to provide international trading and logistics companies with an online insurance service for their cargo. The online platform comes at a time when the economic outlook in the UAE is gaining momentum. The International Air Travel Association, for instance, forecasts the UAE to become the sixth largest country in the world in terms of international freight. A projected 2.8 million tons of goods will be handled by the year 2014.
With this facility, today we are launching and we are informing the trading community that they can log in to Dubai Trade, www.dubaitrade.ae, and they can request for an insurance quotations, which we are connected to Insure Direct, which is our sister company of Dubai World, and they can get all the preferential rates that they can get with all privacy intact and security intact, where our traders are trusting that we are not divulging their securities and their privacies.
There are the key issues of speed in getting documentation. In the past, it used to take quite a long time to be able to get policy documents which need to accompany the cargo documents. So trade customers like to get policies quickly. Having an online system is going to facilitate that.
Dubai-listed Gulf Finance House reported its second quarter earnings yesterday, which showed the investment bank posted a loss. However, looking at the first half numbers, Gulf Finance House managed to make a profit of $700,000. Its shares were up 10.3% today, making them the best performer on the DFM. With that, let's now look at the UAE as well as the GCC stock indices. World business news. Is Europe heading towards yet another recession? No, said European Commission President José Manuel Barroso on his visit to Australia today. Rather, he expects a modest growth in Europe. While Barroso is trying to calm fears, the market is not so sure whether he is right. Concerns the Eurozone debt crisis could spread to Italy and Spain have kept investors jittery, along with concerns that a new aid tranche for Greece could be put on hold, as the EU, IMF and the ECB are less than happy about Greece's austerity progress. Barroso said that the Eurozone policymakers were doing everything possible to tackle the budget problems of highly indebted countries by strengthening the governance of the Eurozone, bringing in tighter financial regulation and improving competitiveness.
I want to be very clear here. The European Union and the Euro are strong and resilient, and we are doing all it takes, from tackling the underlying budget problems to strengthen the governance of the Eurozone, from tighter financial regulation to improving our overall competitiveness.
Asian stocks and the euro slipped to a fresh three-week low against the dollar this morning on concerns about the state of the Eurozone debt crisis and renewed U.S. recession fears due to the weak jobs report last Friday. Also, investors are looking at interest rate decisions in Canada, in Australia, the EU and the UK this week. We earlier asked Gaurav Kashyap, head of DGCX trading at Alpari Middle East DMCC, what we can expect to see in the markets going forward.
We expect trading to remain sluggish throughout this trading week. We can expect risk sentiment to be capped as a result of last Friday's weakening U.S. jobs report. Now, last Friday's data showed the worst reading probably since September 2010, and it's really going to put pressure on President Obama and the Federal Reserve to find some way to try to kickstart this U.S. recovery. Remember, we've been having patchy U.S. jobs for the past couple of months. We've not seen any type of recovery, solid recovery in the U.S. jobs market since QE2 expired at the end of June. And with an overall unemployment rate above 9%, we're really going to see investor sentiment dampen, particularly in the U.S. equity segment this week. With the trading week shortened in the U.S., we're focusing on tomorrow's ISM non-manufacturing index. Any reading below 50 will see further sell-offs in the equity markets. They will see support coming into US dollar. Safe haven assets will continue to increase this week. We are liking buy opportunities in the Swiss franc. The Japanese yen looks to appreciate against the US dollar. Gold should look to retest those all-time highs of 1913 levels. Crude oil should weaken in trading this week as a result of the dampening risk sentiment. More interestingly, we're looking at the Euro USD and the GBP USD. If they can break through that tranche of 139 and 140 in the Euro and 160 and 161 in the GBP USD. We're also having a lot of interest rate decisions, as you mentioned, but unfortunately we're not expecting to see any changes in those this week.
Honda Motor Company said today it will globally recall over 960,000 of its Fit subcompacts as well as other models because of defects including malfunctioning power window switches. No accidents have been reported due to the defects, a Honda spokesman said in Tokyo today. In Japan, the recall covers Fit vehicles produced between October 2005 and October 2009. Those car models were also sold overseas, mainly in China and other Asian countries. How much this precaution will cost the car company, Honda didn't want to disclose. Before we go, here's a quick overview of the oil, precious metals and the currency markets, and after that we have the day's sports news for you.